Today, I wanted to make a video about NHL 25's gameplay and compare it to NHL 21, the last playable online game without abilities, or as EA calls them, X-Factors. First, let's start with NHL 25. Here's some clips of a HUT tournament I played in not too long ago, and as you can see, it is just an absolute D2D spam point shot massacre. I'm even doing them myself just because I'm putting myself at a disadvantage for not going for these greens because they're just so overpowered. Like, your goalie can be not screened at all, have full energy, and he just gets absolutely sniped. Like, it's so mundane and just so drawn out. Like, it's not fun to hop on HUT. Every game feels the same, along with these servers feeling absolutely delayed. The X factors, as you can see, Heat Seeker just makes it worse. It's just, as a HUT guy who's always loved HUT, this shit is not fun to play, bro. Look, I'm even doing it myself because you have to. And this, I'll talk about it along with the glitch LTs. So the glitch LTs are basically when you protect puck, like you hold the one-handed protect puck button, and then you hold LT to which side you want to go. And it basically turns the guy's back to the player, which I think is actually fine in some situations. If EA, which EA has publicly said that they want to make this game more east-west as opposed to north-south, like the straight lining stuff, they want to make the game less straight liney, but that literally becomes irrelevant when you can just glitch LT all the way down the ice and just get free goals. I do like the new LT system, like this stuff and your guy opening up the hips. You guys know me, I love these little spins in front, but just coming down the wall and protect pucking like this, or going on the other side and doing this and skating past the entire team, it just, like, I might as well be straight lining. It's the same stuff. Look at this. I'm just holding LT. It's insane. This might as well be straight lining. Like, look at this. I might as well be straight lining, and I think it's still gonna be a thing in NHL 26, so just buckle up and maybe hope that they slow it down or something. So now I'm gonna move on to talking a little bit about NHL 21, and I think personally this is one of my favorites, and I think this is one of the best games we've had in probably the last decade or so. I think this game is just so smooth compared to NHL 25, and obviously each game has their own flaws. I'm not saying this game was perfect by any means, but compared to just like the couple brain rot games we've had in the past couple years, like NHL 23, 24, 25, especially this year, this game is just so much more enjoyable. I'm going to go through some of like the positives and the negatives. I'll start with the negatives on this game first. I think the forces were definitely a little OP. I think that's something EA has gotten a little better throughout the years, is making the forces a little less OP than they are. This game gave you auto sauces as well, which I didn't really like. The self-sauce cheese, if you guys remember that. And then there's goal line cheese in this game, but like I feel like that's been in every game the past couple years anyway, so it's nothing new. This is the last game without any X factors or overpowered abilities that just absolutely take over the game. Like stuff like close quarters, like the 1T ones, freaking Heat Seeker, like Seeing Eye, those weird ones. It's insane. And if you play NHL 25 and you actually go after a game and look in the action tracker, I swear most of the goals that go in are like above the circles. Whereas in this game, I think all the goals scored in this game were below the hash marks, which is like how it should be. The part in the slot through the trapezoids and up high in the hash marks, like those are the prime scoring areas. But in NHL 25, the prime scoring areas are above the circle. Like that's not hockey. It really isn't. So I think in this game too, goalies are way worse when in close, which is how it should be in my opinion. In NHL 25, the goalies are worse from the point. That makes no sense. That shouldn't be how goals go in. I think a big example of this, and I'm going to do a video on it, going back to NHL 22, I think that was some of the best ways to score, and it was most like realistic to hockey, which I think is good. NHL 25 is not realistic to hockey. Like, and I'm not saying people should never throw a DDD or a tip. I mean, look at that goal right there. Look how fast that passing was too. I'll get to the passing. I got thrown off a little bit there because I usually don't see that fast of passing in NHL 25. But like, even if you watch hockey in real life, people shoot tips and, you know, rip D-to-Ds, but like, it's a lot more cycling and trying to get those like high scoring shots. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Anyway, speaking of real hockey though, too, one thing that I love about NHL 21 that NHL 25 has that I hate is reverse hitting. I think reverse hitting makes people so scared to step up and make defensive plays. It's so stupid. When do you see reverse hits in the NHL? Like twice a year? Literally, Moritz Seider did it one time 2 seasons ago, and now EA's like, oh, let's run with that. We're gonna run with that. Like, no. I think reverse hitting just makes people scared to play defense, which the computer plays defense for you anyway. That's another good thing about NHL 21 is the computer doesn't hit for you. In NHL 25, your computer makes hits and plays defense for you. That is absolutely not how it should be. I think there should be manual defense, and in this game, the pokes, you actually have to be manual. They have to be manual aimed pokes. Whereas in NHL 25, you can kind of just stick your stick out, or, you know, the defenseman will just make the play for you, but it's whatever. I think I mentioned, so what have I mentioned so far? Reverse hits, no X factors, the LTs. The LTs in this game, I think, are perfectly balanced. In NHL 25, as I mentioned earlier, you know, the glitch LTs and that stuff, like, I think the side-to-side LTs are cool, but, like, the glitch LTs are just stupid. But in this game, the LTs are not too fast, but you can use them to position yourself and actually be deceptive, which I think is perfect for the skill gap. I think this game had a great skill gap. And look at that LT right there. I just did like a little cutout, which you can do this year, but like, it's not as fast. Plus, if you're LTing, you're way easier to be hit. Like, if you're LTing and get breathed on, you'll get hit, which I think is good. It means you actually have to have skill and be good with the LTs, you know, find gaps and open up and make good plays with them. I think in NHL 21, maybe you could argue 19 and 20, the LTs were a little too OP, but I think in 21, the LTs were absolutely perfect. They were a little bit slower, but like a lot more people complained less about the LTs this year. I also feel like the dekes are a little bit smoother, and also this was the year the Michigan got introduced, as well as some other dekes. We've gotten like maybe 2 new dekes in the past like 3 or 4 years, I swear. In this game in NHL 21, most of the dekes, if not all the dekes you can do in NHL 25, you can do in this game too. So it's just like, there's not much variety when it comes to deking. It's mostly the same stuff, I guess, minus like the Zegras flip. But I think I've seen someone try the Zegras flip like once this year, and I was playing with Carpeg, and like, you know, he loves the Zegras flip, you know what I mean? Type shit. But that's most of my, like, gripes with NHL 25 is just, or at least that I like with NHL 21, is there's no reverse hitting, there's no overpowered X factors that just carry people to free goals. The LTs aren't too OP. You have to manually protect the puck and poke in this game, which I think is good, and that ups the skill gap. The passing, bro, that I did kind of mention it. The passing in NHL 21 just feels fantastic. Obviously, sometimes there's some auto sauces, and right there, I just missed a pass, but you can pass so much quicker. I'm gonna show you guys a quick Twitter clip of an old NHL 21 clip that I found. Just like, look how quick this passing is. It's quick, it's crispy, you can just pass immediately. Like, if you tried to do that in NHL 25, your guy would like fumble the puck or like wouldn't go through. One of their computer defensemen would just intercept it. It just feels like a lot of the creativity in NHL 25 has been lost, because you can just spam D-to-Ds and then LT glitch down the ice. Like, it's so brain rot. You just turn your brain off and just do these 2 things, you know, get pressure, rip a D-to-D, try and rip a tip, go back and forth at the point, rip another tip. It's really just, I don't enjoy it at all. And I'm someone who's always loved HUT. I love HUT, I love 1v1, but this year has just been absolutely horrible to play, along with the servers. I think the servers just make this game unplayable, especially in like rivals and champs. I could be on 15 ping and it feels like I'm on 50. It's really, really bad. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little yap session. Let me know down in the comments what older NHL games you want me to see play next. I definitely got NHL 22 on the docket and some other games. It could be as old as like NHL 2000. Just let me know what you guys want to see. Make sure to subscribe and I'll see you guys later. Peace, peace, peace.